A very good afternoon, all of you, and thank you very much for joining us today. I am Masaru Tamagawa, Managing Director of Sony India. First of all, I'd like to ask you, did you like the television commercial? Like it? Good, yeah. Now let me take you through my presentation. In this financial year, Bravia, our flagship brand, has been ruling the Indian market. It has maintained #1 position in the flat panel TV market since May 2010 onward. Not only this, Bravia has been the top-selling brand in key screen sizes that fall between 22 to 46 inch. If you look at the chart, the green box denotes Sony Bravia. Hence, we are very confident about maintaining our leadership position in the Indian market. During the World Cup season, we have set a target of 40% market share in flat panel TV segment in India. We will create very high momentum during this period to achieve our target. As some of you must be aware, for the first time ever in India, Cricket World Cup will be broadcast in high definition. In a path-breaking development, Sony will be on-air broadcast sponsor on ESPN Star Sports, which will provide live high-definition feed for the World Cup. We believe sports broadcasting will be a game changer for HD, and the cricket being India's most popular sporting event will be the right platform for Sony to bring HD closer to the consumers. Hence, during this time, Sony will strongly promote its full HD Bravia TV range. To provide the best HD experience to the consumers, we have a very strong lineup of 20 full HD Bravia models. In fact, we have a variety of full HD products, which include full HD 3D, full HD LED, and full HD LCD TVs. Talking about marketing, invest heavily during the cricketing season. We will spend 100 crore to undertake extensive marketing promotion, including above the line and below the line activities. And to create maximum synergy during this important time, Sony has appointed the biggest cricketing sensation of India, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, as a brand ambassador for Sony Full HD TV. Now, I will take you through the detail of our marketing activities. We have taken more than 3,000 TVC spots across 19 leading channels. Also, Sony will be the on-air broadcast sponsor on ESPN Star Sports, which will provide live HD feed for the World Cup. As a part of 360-degree campaign, there will be other media vehicles, including print, web, outdoor, and shop front. Sony has also introduced a very exciting lucky draw promotion. On purchase of Bravia TV, 100 lucky families will get the chance to meet our brand ambassador, MS Dhoni. To ensure that the consumer is able to enjoy the strikingly superior high-definition viewing experience, Sony has partnered with Airtel to provide free high-definition DTH connection on purchase of Bravia TV. Once again, banking on our wide range of HD Bravia lineup, and aggressive marketing promotions, we estimate Sony to capture 40% market share in flat panel television segment during the World Cup season. Thank you very much for your kind attention during my presentation.
Thank you, Tamagawa-san. Hold your breath as we now welcome on the stage the biggest cricketing sensation of India, Mr. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the newly appointed brand ambassador for Sony Bravia. Now I would request all photographers to please come forward for this photo opportunity.
Leader of HD, as you know, all the cameras, 95% of HD cameras from Sony, we have the technology from camera to screen as a king of HD. So we'd like to maximize our business opportunity during World Cup cricket. That is the first point. Yeah? And the second point, why we appoint MS Dhoni as our brand ambassador. Yeah, he's a leader and the captain of the Indian cricket team. And the Sony as a leader and the king of the consumer electronics market in India, then Dhoni and Sony is the best perfect match for this World Cup campaign. That's the reason why we appoint him as a brand ambassador. And it is a great honor for Sony to have Dhoni with us.
So my question is, what is the current market size for flat panel TVs and what is Sony's current share?
We estimate this World Cup period, the market size of a flat panel television, approximately 6 lakh. 6 lakh. All right? Am I right? And we are targeting 2.0 lakh unit sales. Hence, this is a 40%, 2.5 lakh. Yeah, unit sales, so we'll achieve the 40% market share during World Cup time.
There's a question here. Mr. Tamagawa, my question is about the World Cup marketing strategy. A lot of brands have chosen to associate themselves with the IPL because, there's an interest in all the matches in the IPL, whereas when it comes to the World Cup, there's more interest in the India matches. What is the reason why you've chosen to associate yourself specifically with the World Cup as opposed to maybe an opportunity like the IPL?
Okay, this time we highlight, our promotion during the World Cup, but we are going to invest IPL right after the World Cup. Am I right? Yeah? So it doesn't mean we invest only the World Cup. We are going to invest on the IPL as well. So in my speech, I mentioned that we are making the sizable investment to the not World Cup, cricket event during this period. That's the meaning behind.
And my question is also for Mahi. There's a lot of pressure, obviously, in terms of expectations when you play in front of your home crowd, and also the fact that India being rated as favorites. How do you deal with the pressure of those expectations?
Sorry,
how do you deal with the pressure of those expectations and the tag of, being the favorites to lift that trophy?
Well, for a change, we won't be considered underdogs. Otherwise, most of the places we go and tour, there's plenty of pressure on us. And I think the Indian cricket team, they always perform and they always play under pressure because it's a big part of Indian cricket. And what we have done in the last couple of years or 3 years, we have changed that meaning of pressure to responsibility. We take it as an added responsibility. It's the biggest sport in India. It's widely followed and everybody wants us to do well. So that's how we take it in a positive way, and we just stick to the basics, prepare well for the game, and at the end of the day, we know we have got the potential to do well on the field.
Mahi, a couple of questions onto your right here. First is, Kevin Peterson said that tournament is just too spaced out. You are in a perfect position to throw a light on that, because one time we complained about cramped calendar, playing non-stop back-to-back matches, and when we get time, then we complain about losing the momentum. So where is the balance? You agree to his statement, or you think it's perfectly scheduled in a way, looking at the player fatigue?
Well, the biggest thing in, I don't know about other sport, but in cricket is, we do criticize a lot. When we lose game, even I have said that in the past, we play too much cricket. There are other things that we keep on saying, but I think to make the perfect balance, it's a very difficult task. I think it's a very thin line when you can say, okay, this schedule is perfect. It's not like technology, like we have got on my left, that can be as close to perfect as possible. So I think it's an issue that will always be raised. It will either be a cramped schedule, or the gappings will be, too long between the games. I don't think you'll find a way to have a perfect schedule that can be there.
My second question is India's chance, basically. And you're said to be the favorite to, win the championship. But at the same time, there also, the added pressure of playing at home. If you go on to win the tournament, what is in store is, it can be a defining moment in Indian cricket. But if it doesn't happen, then the backlash and playing in front of how emotive the people are. Are you ready for the two extremes?
Well, I'm ready to prepare well for the World Cup, and that's what is in my hand right now, and that's what we are looking to do. Not thinking about what may happen if we achieve this, or what may happen if we don't succeed, because that's two things that are beyond our control. And rather than thinking about something that's too.
Wish you all the very best on behalf of everybody and billions perhaps on getting the World Cup home. The second question is, main question is, how tech savvy a person are you, and what Sony gadgets do you own?
Well, I'm a big gadget freak. I love gadgets. Can be big or small, but I'm a very keen follower of small gadgets that can really make your life easy. So that's as far as I go when it comes to technology. And about Sony and high definition, especially, Sony it's a futuristic company, and if you see the technology, especially for sport, I think it's as close to perfection as you can get. But as far as I am concerned, I've got a very good side, which means more than me, I rely on my side. So that's a bit of a difference that we have got. But I think as a company, it's a real good company. I'm really proud to be associated with Sony, and especially I'm part of this initiative where we are promoting high definition for the whole of India.
Mahi, one more quick one. You've seen the commercial, right? Don't you think there's too much moisture in the pitch?
Too much?
Too much moisture in the pitch in that commercial.
Well, of course, it was there to exactly make all of you realize, what high definition really means, and what kind of a clarity you can get out of it. So that was the reason why there was so much moisture. Of course, cricketers, especially if you're a batsman, you hate moisture on the wicket. But that was one area where I was more liberal, and I could have easily said, okay, yes, I don't mind it here, because first of all, I won't get injured. I was diving. And second of all, the message gets across to the audience, what exactly we are trying to portray.